We live our lives by time. We wake up when the alarm rings, work by the hour, count birthdays, and measure how long things take. It feels so natural, as if time is the most real thing there is. But what if I told you that time might not exist the way you think it does? That it's not a universal ticking clock, but something far stranger and far more personal? Think about your own life for a moment. Remember what it felt like to be a child. Summer vacations seemed to last forever. An hour of waiting felt unbearable. Now as an adult, whole years seem to pass in the blink of an eye. That's not just your imagination. Your brain really does experience time differently as you age. Scientists have discovered that the brain uses mental snapshots to create a sense of time passing. When you're young, life is full of new experiences, so your brain takes more snapshots. The more snapshots, the longer an event feels in your memory. As you get older, life becomes more routine, and the brain takes fewer snapshots. With fewer markers, time feels shorter. Already you can see the cracks in the illusion. Time isn't a single fixed rhythm. It's a sensation, one your mind can stretch or shrink. But this isn't just about perception. Physics tells us that time is flexible in the real world too. Over 100 years ago, Albert Einstein shook science with his theory of relativity. He showed that time doesn't flow at the same rate everywhere. It bends and warps depending on how fast you move or how close you are to something massive, like a planet or a black hole. If you travel near the speed of light, time for you slows down compared to someone standing still. This isn't just theory, we've proven it. In experiments, scientists placed atomic clocks on high-speed jets and compared them to clocks left on the ground. The moving clocks ticked slower. The difference was tiny, but it was real. So time is not absolute. It's not the same for everyone everywhere. Imagine two twins. One stays on Earth. The other takes a journey through space at near light speed. When the traveling twin returns, they're younger than the twin who stayed home. This is called time dilation, and it's a direct consequence of relativity. It's as if the universe has its own strange rules for how time flows, and they're nothing like the ones we learned in school. But physics takes the strangeness even further. Some scientists believe that time isn't a fundamental part of reality at all. Instead, they think it's an illusion, a byproduct of change. Picture a flipbook, a stack of drawings that show movement when you flip through them quickly. The drawings themselves aren't moving, you're just seeing the changes from one page to the next. Time, some physicists suggest, might work the same way. The universe is made of countless frames of reality, and we experience them one after another. We call that movement through frames time, but it might not truly exist. This idea isn't as strange as it sounds. Think of moments when time seemed to stop for you. Maybe you've been in a car accident or a dangerous situation and felt everything moving in slow motion. That's your brain in overdrive, taking in more information per second. It's like switching to a high-speed camera. The event feels stretched out because you're processing more details. Or think of moments when hours vanish in what feels like minutes, getting lost in a book, playing music, or being completely absorbed in something you love. That's the opposite. Your attention narrows and your sense of time fades away. In both cases, your mind isn't following the clock. It's creating its own version of time. But here's where things get even more mind-bending. At the smallest scales, in the world of quantum physics, time barely makes sense at all. Particles like electrons can exist in multiple states at the same time, a phenomenon called superposition. They only choose a state when we observe them. Before that moment of measurement, the idea of them moving through time is meaningless. Some researchers have suggested that time could actually be emergent. That means it only appears when matter, energy, and observation interact. In the raw fabric of reality, there may be no ticking clock, just a timeless, ever-present now. If this is true, then the past and the future might not exist in the way we think. Some physicists believe in something called the block universe. In this model, all of time, past, present, and future, exists at once, like a vast landscape. You are moving through it moment by moment like walking along a road. From your perspective, the places you haven't reached yet don't exist. But from a higher viewpoint, the entire road is already there. It's a staggering thought. Your future might already be out there waiting for you to arrive. So what does all of this mean for your life? It means that your experience of time is deeply personal, shaped by your brain, your body, and the laws of physics. You can slow it down or speed it up through the way you live. If you fill your days with novelty, learning new skills, traveling to new places, meeting new people, your brain will create more snapshots, and time will feel richer and longer. If you live on autopilot doing the same things every day, time will blur and vanish quickly. Mindfulness, deep focus, and deliberate change can help you stretch time. You can't stop the clock, but you can change how much life you fit into it. And maybe that's the real lesson hidden inside the physics. Time isn't a rigid master you must obey. It's a river you can swim in different ways. You can float lazily, or you can paddle hard, exploring every bend. When you stop thinking of time as something that just happens to you, and start seeing it as something you can shape, you begin to live differently. The next time you glance at a clock, remember, it's not showing you the ultimate truth. It's showing you one way of counting change. The real magic of time is in your mind, and the universe is far stranger than the ticking second hand suggests.